And Julia Bergman continues to do Julia Bergman things for the Jackets.
Julia Bergman went this summer and played in the Volleyball Nations League, played against the best players in the world all the way to the final, and it wasn't as though she was in practice. She was on the floor playing. You're going to get a lot of crisp contact, a variety of shots, and something not everybody has in their gym, a back row attack out of the big. So we'll see how Louisville's able to handle that. They bottled her up last time they met in the NCAA playoffs.
These two teams have had some memorable matchups, including, as Kevin mentioned, last December in the regional final down the street at Freedom Hall. Won by the Cardinals in 4 sets as they earned their first ever trip to the national semifinal. And a familiar sight here, packed house, tough ticket to get, as the Cards and the Yellow Jackets ready to go. Set 1, Georgia Tech serving, and we're underway. That's got to go long, but it's tipped, and it's a point for Georgia Tech to get things started here.
Something to watch for Georgia Tech here. Can they find some balance? Because even the best player cannot go solo in this sport. Last year it was Mary Brambila. This year, who is it is the question.
Bertolino with the serve. Tipped at the net, that drops in, and Louisville has their first point.
Bertolino could be the answer. The other answer could be Otenet.
Bertolino had 10 kills against Notre Dame last time out for Georgia Tech. That was a sweep for the Yellow Jackets on Friday. Here's Elena Scott to serve for the Cards. And the block, Amaya Tillman solo at the net.
I've been impressed with Amaya Tillman's overall stats this year. She stays here, and everybody should have stayed up. She needs to communicate that to the outside hitters that we're staying. You should have 3 up, at least 2.
Another block, the defense for Louisville, which is always strong and stout. Denies Bergman at the net. Scott trying to build a little something from the service line here for the Cards. 3 straight points. Diving effort by Lothrow, couldn't save it, and a point for Georgia Tech. What are some of the other things you got your eyes on here today, Ken?
The middle matchups. Watch the speed of the Georgia Tech attack out of the middle. It's something that Ohio State gave a little bit of trouble to for Louisville when they were able to defeat the Cards. And what will be the output for Louisville from the middle? They had Ellie Glock at setter in the last match. They were unable to get a lot of production out of that middle spot, so the middles will definitely factor. But again, you're going to have to pass, and we've seen already a lot of tough serving.
Chaussee thought it was touched. It was called out, and Danny Busboom Kelly got up on her feet momentarily to think about a challenge, but there'll be no challenge. Yeah, point for Tech.
Wise to save the card for that one.
And an ace delivered by Breland Morissette. So Georgia Tech answering the Louisville 3-0 run with a 3-0 run of their own. Morissette, the grad student from Birmingham. Trying to save it, unable to, was Aiko Jones. Another point for the Jackets.
You notice right away they're not setting a lot of Bergman. They're going away from her. I like this plan on the Georgia Tech side. You have to find balance. The only way you can do it is, especially early in a match or early in a set when it's close, give the ball to other people and find out who's in rhythm. You know Bergman is there.
Odene, 2 swings, 2 kills for Georgia Tech. Good rip by Aiko Jones. Point Louisville.
This is going to be a fun matchup to watch. Aiko Jones taking on Bergman at the net. So far, Jones with the advantage already with a block, and now that beautiful kill down the line.
Jones at 6'2", always plays bigger than that. And as Kev mentioned, Bergman 6'5". Not the first time they've gone head-to-head in ACC play or in postseason play. There's Bergman off hands and a point for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and off hands, that's a perfect call by you because that ball was flat. And that's usually one of the things you pick up as an international player. The block gets so big and so disciplined, you can't hit on top of it all the time. You got to hit high flat off the fingertips.
Swing from the back row by Iko Jones. There's a back row attack, something Louisville wants to do more of as this season unfolds.
And I'd want to do it like that with Iko Jones. That is a perfect connection. What I really like about Jones is the end of her attack. She's good at extending on the top of her attack and really maximizing her length and reach to bring that ball down.
Anna Hendricks into the match as Chaussee serves. Well, they're ready for Bergman there. The block for Louisville. And Danny Busboom-Kelly now in her 6th season, 2-time ACC Coach of the Year, of course, National Coach of the Year. Last year they've won 7 in a row. You touched on their only loss. It was here in this building, a 4-setter to Ohio State.
Yeah, when we talked to her, I asked her, you think you'd be 11-1 at this point? She said no. It's been a pleasant surprise.
Swept Clemson on Friday, their 3rd straight sweep in ACC play and their 9th sweep of the season.
Well, the good news for Danny Busboom-Kelly is not only that her team has improved, but that the conference has improved. They're going to get some good competition between Georgia Tech and Pitt throughout the conference play part of the season.
Bergman very good with the serve. There is Mbanu. And that one is long. And Georgia Tech is now up by 2. So you mentioned Julia Bergman. She's been so great playing for Georgia Tech, but then taking it to another level with her international experience this summer. Oh, big rip by Tillman. Lothrow with the set.
This is something that Raquel Lothrow can bring for you. You're running an inside slide step, essentially, all the way in the right front. You're not going to do that with a young setter. You're only going to be able to call that in the middle of the play and run that with a setter that's been around for a long time, as the grad transfer has.
And Banu gets the point.
I also like how aggressive Lothrow is in terms of playing the ball. Someone else tried to step in there. She ran through and put that ball up. The more times your setter handles the ball, the better for your side.
I mean, you said quarterback, point guard, you call it. She's that key piece and so vital for Louisville's success to get her as a grad transfer after Tori Dilfer graduated. That was the big question for Louisville, and Lothrow's provided the answer. Not the good ending for Louisville. It's going to be tough to top that point in this match. That was fun. Give it to Georgia Tech, though.
The test of any team as those rallies go on is, can you as an individual player stay in your responsibility the entire time? And Banu, at the end of that, she needed to be further off the net to get an attack. Things break down over time.
Michelle Collier has done a tremendous job at Georgia Tech. There's the block. Morissette at the net, leading the charge for Georgia Tech.
Good positioning by Morissette on that pin. And this is in Banu. Look where her attack point is. It's way out over past her right shoulder. This is her footwork. She's twice now not gotten to the ball. You have to get your feet under the ball. You can't jump into it.
Ace for the Yellow Jackets, and they're up by 3 here in the first. Paola Pimentel, the libero. Senior from Rio de Janeiro, 2nd year with Georgia Tech after playing at Miami-Dade in a service error.
The last thing I want you to watch here as Louisville matches up against Michelle Collier's team is, does Louisville serve Bergman? And I asked Danny Busboom-Kelly, we're going to serve Bergman. She said, probably not. And I asked her why. Last time they met, 38 times they served her, well more than double anybody else. She had 4 kills and hit negative. And in this season, no one's been serving her. They have not been going after her. They've been going 2-1 away from her.
So you would serve Bergman?
Absolutely.
Block. Another block for the Cards. They've been outstanding defensively. That's 4 blocks already here for Louisville.
2 for Iko Jones.
4-1 edge and blocks for the Cards. Good serve on the overpass. Tech still in the point. Bergman can't clear it. Tied at 11.
In this rotation, I would serve Bergman short. I would put it right in the middle between position 5 and 6. I would drop it right in front of her and keep her out of the bick. They want to run that bick out of the back row. Take it away.
And it's a service error for the Cards. They had 7 against Clemson in the sweep the other night. And here is the setter for Georgia Tech, Bella D'Amico. Following in the footsteps of Maddie McKissick, Tech's primary setter previous 4 seasons, first team all-conference selection. PK Kong with the swing. Bertolino off hands, point Georgia Tech.
I think the first time we've seen Bertolino in real rhythm with the ball and able to chip it off the edge. That's what you want to do as an outside. You want to hit the edges of the block.
Another kill. Morissette. Sixth kill for the Yellow Jackets. And Banu elevated, hung in the air, knocked it off hands, and got the point for the Cards.
That time the ball's right above her right shoulder. It's not off outside of her body. She's able to extend and get maximum power on it. On the left, she has to work with her feet to get around the ball, especially when it's left inside, which Lathrow usually leaves it there.
Hayden Bartlett to serve. PK Kong all by herself gets the block. It's been a position that's been an open tryout for Louisville between Kara Cressy and PK Kong, and Kong gets the block.
Yeah, and Kong is in there for a little more offense, Danny Busby Kelly said, but here, beautiful read, reaction, and defense.
Jones somehow picked it off the net. Oh, they served the middle. You wonder who is going to control the middle. Who is going to go to the middle?
That was one of the big questions coming in. Georgia Tech, I like their aggression so far.
Less than a week to go in the MLB regular season. Big one tonight on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. The Braves look for the sweep of the Mets. The Braves now in first place in the NL East. So the Mets reeling a little bit. See it tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, ESPN Radio. Of course, when in Louisville, check out the Louisville Slugger Museum and Factory in downtown. We're just outside of downtown, L&N Federal Credit Union Arena on the Louisville campus. Georgia Tech at the first time out on top by 2. Make it 3. What have you liked about Georgia Tech so far in this first set on the road in a town where they have struggled in the past?
Their aggression from the service line. They've been hitting the ball in. They've been putting a lot of pressure on the reception of Louisville. And that has destabilized the offense a little bit. Not a lot of middle attack coming from the Cards, and they're right on point, an ace.
Almost like you drew it up.
Almost.
You're talking about the work at the service line. Georgia Tech delivers, and Louisville takes a timeout now, down by 4 here in this first set.
Danny Busby Kelly. They look back to the match against Florida State. Tough place to win. Talk about tough win here, tough to win in Florida State. Third set in question. Tillman goes back to the line, serves off 6 in a row, and got an overpass on the 7th. The only thing that ended it was they didn't convert the ball. She'd done her work from the line.
Tillman out of the match at the moment. Second team all-conference last year, was 12th in the country in blocks per set.
Yeah, middle that can serve is a huge bonus.
Good defense by Georgia Tech. They stay in this point. Chaussee loads up and lets it rip, and that ends the 3-0 run.
That's Chaussee's first kill, but only 5 attempts here, and she's been getting a lot of garbage. She's been given some tots for that side. It's taken out the trash. We'll see if we can get her some more in-rhythm opportunities and bump her numbers up.
Well, her numbers already pretty high. And it's warm. The temperature is pretty high in this building right now. So we're going to have a couple of mop-up delays. Chaussee 6th in the conference, 3.5 kills per set. There's Bergman. Just her second kill.
And this ball is well short. That is not a good set. We've seen a number of less than ideal sets on the Georgia Tech side so far.
When you're a player like Julia Bergman, you have the knack to make poor sets look pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're going to deal with them. But if you go back to the second time she got blocked on the outside, that ball is dying way inside and she didn't get to it. The block stayed right in front of it. Even with a good player, a player as talented as Bergman, you want to get her better opportunities. I go even a little higher with her when the set gets pushed towards her.
Overpass, easy pickings for Tillman. Timeout, Georgia Tech. So Georgia Tech's lead down to 2 here in the first set. We talked about key players that Louisville lost from last year. Same holds true for Georgia Tech. Talked about that attack from Brambula, Maddie McKissick, the center, and that's one area where they're trying to get D'Amico up and running to try to fill in someone who was a starter for Tech for 4 years in the center position.
Yeah, I mean, look back at the situation a year ago when Tech lost. Mary Brambila was the big offensive output against Louisville. 27 kills, 16 digs. It was a situation where Bergman was getting served, had 4 kills, hit in negative territory, I think on 33 attempts. It was Brambila that was the big replacement here, and a really typical Brazilian player. 5'11", and crushing balls.
Oh, yeah.
So many Brazilian players, be indoor or outdoor, are undersized. 5'11", 6 foot, and you look on the beach, they'll be 5'11", they'll be the blocker. How's that possible? Well, technical superiority and the volleyball culture they're raised in, playing from the very beginning, playing against tough competition from the time they are young teens. It is really a fun place to observe volleyball where it is a monster sport. They say down there that soccer is their religion and volleyball is their favorite sport.
Well, now the match can begin because apparently Spider, is that Spider-Man or Spider something?
That's middle-aged Spider-Man. I don't know. He's looking a little wrinkly on the head. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the cue, I guess, that the match can now begin. 18-16, Georgia Tech on top of Louisville first set. Ripped down for another point for the Cards.
Yeah, give it to Elena Scott, please. A flying dig. I like that. If you're the libero, that's your job. You cut everybody off to handle the ball, by all means.
Averaging 4 digs a set, 5th in the conference. Catches Tate. Libero on the other side came up with a save. Chaussee finds the opening and gets the point to tie it at 18.
This is a resilient Louisville club. They have shown it time and again this year, the ability to come back in sets and in matches. Biggest one was Stanford. They were up 2-0, got annihilated in the 3rd set. A lot of teams will go down, don't come entirely back in the 4th, and you're looking at a 5th where anything can happen. Louisville came right back and handed Stanford the big loss in the 4th.
That was on the road after that memorable 5-setter in Lexington against Kentucky on Wednesday. So there was a lot going on for Louisville that week. And to your point, Kevin, yeah, put us against the wall, that's when we'll play our best. And we've seen that. Now we've seen Georgia Tech answer back. They're the first team to 20 here in set 1. Now they're up by 3.
I'm not a fan of that call.
The double?
Yeah, let it go. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't a good set anyway.
Timeout called by Louisville. That is their second and final timeout of this first set. While they talk it over, I can tell you that week 4 in the NFL will conclude Monday night football, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Rams and Niners, NFC West Showdown, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN. And also Peyton and Eli will be working on ESPN2. Rams and Niners in a rematch of the NFC Championship game from last year. This is a rematch of a regional final that was played at Freedom Hall in front of a raucous crowd. Over 6,000 were packed in that building for that 4-setter.
And that's the broader story with volleyball, right? Dedicated buildings, sold-out arenas, huge crowds, TV ratings, and a game that's rising.
And to that point, we are going to give you so many volleyball viewing options today. You can just settle into your couch, relax. Already started on our ESPN networks. We're calling it Sunday Volleyball Mania. I feel like I should have some reverb on my voice. Sunday Volleyball Mania, something like
Monster
that.
Truck it up.
Yeah, you know, we're speaking the same language here. SEC Showdown, Ivy League Showdown coming up later. Miami and NC State in the ACC. We've got the #1 team in the country, Texas, taking on Texas Tech on the road when we're done here in Louisville. Virginia and Duke, part of the Sunday Best on the ACC network. And still more to come as the afternoon goes along. So we have got you all day long.
It all starts with a pass for Louisville right now. Georgia Tech been on point serving. Oh, that'll do.
No pass necessary if there's going to be a service error. So a break for Louisville. That brings them within 2.
Yeah, that one wasn't even close. Listen, you'd rather lollipop it in at that point than put it into the middle of the net.
Those are the ones I think that drive coaches crazy. You don't mind service errors if you're being aggressive. You're trying to really use the serve as a weapon, but you're coming out of a timeout. You've got all the momentum, and then that happens. CC Rush into the match, and there is the kill. Aaron Moss with the rip.
I'm not sure what's going on there with the bump set. CC Rush is the sub and in middle back. You've got to just put that ball out to the left side. Give Georgia Tech an easy opportunity and a chance to close.
So here's someone who can go on a run from the service line. 3 points away from taking the set, Bergman. Bergman got there. Good hustle by the National Player of the Year candidate, but she couldn't save it. Point for Louisville. So Maya Tillman will head back to serve for the Cards. Oh, beautifully done. Savvy move by Bergman to get the point.
That's unfortunate. Tillman was charging. She was there, but as soon as that ball catches the cable, it just hangs up for a split second longer. I think it's a good read from the middle. You want defense to look at that. Perfect read. She's charging, and it just hung up. Otherwise, it's hers. Sometimes you make a good play, it just doesn't work out.
Pimentel ready to serve for Georgia Tech. Another service error. That's the 4th for Tech this first set.
You're just blocking that door open. Letting Louisville maybe steal this first set. Now you have 3 hitters back in the front row for Louisville. They're in a good spot.
Lothrow back to serve. They say out. Collier looking. Doesn't look like she's going to go to the card. Yeah.
That ball is too low. This whole first set, I don't think I've seen one opportunity for number 17 that's been at the appropriate height for her to maximize her capabilities.
Collier kind of looked, but she didn't make a move to the challenge card. And Georgia Tech will take their final timeout in the first set.
Louisville's been telegraphing those tips on the outside, holding their hands up way too early. And that ball's just down by her head. You just have to kind of cuff it and push it. You can't snap on it and put any downward spin on the ball. And that is just outside.
So as they huddle up, we'll remind you, after our second set today, we are going to have the top 10 reveal, the first top 10 reveal from the NCAA Division I Volleyball Committee. First of two. So we'll do that between set 2 and set 3. So be sure to stay with us.
See who you're looking for a chance to argue about something.
Oh, yes.
This is for you. You keyboard warriors, get ready. A call to arms.
We saw Louisville has had such great success at home. They don't drop many sets, and they are close here in set 1.
They're in the right rotation, and should they get an opportunity in transition, I want Jones getting the ball.
That's a great point, because it was 23-20 Georgia Tech. Service error, 23-21, side out Louisville. They have a chance to set up what we see right now. They've got it set up for this comeback to happen in the first set.
Yeah, I'm feeding 15 right away. She's hitting 500 in this first set.
That's Iko Jones, 3 kills on 6 swings, no errors. Starts with a good serve, and Lothrow couldn't deliver it.
And both coaches have died a little inside during this first set.
It's happened on both sides, no question. Set point number 1 here for Georgia Tech. D'Amico. Set to Mbanu. Bertolino, that's off hands, it drops in, and Georgia Tech takes set 1 here in Louisville.
I'm impressed with the Yellow Jackets. They served the ball tough. They came into a hostile environment. They have dictated the tempo thus far. It's up to, we were at a technical timeout at 15-13, Georgia Tech with the lead. At that point, Louisville had 6 blocks. That was really priming their game throughout those first 15 points. They had 0 for the rest of the set. So can the block come back alive, and can they pass the ball are 2 real questions for Denny Busboom-Kelly and her troops.
Georgia Tech comes out firing to get going here in set number 2. Breland Morissette with her 3rd kill. Another number from that first set. Look what Louisville did defensively against Julia Bergman. You talked about the quality of set to Bergman. That's one part of the conversation. But Bergman, the All-American, hit negative. If you're Louisville and think, well, we held her to just a handful of kills and she hit negative, I like our chances in that first set. Instead, Georgia Tech picked up the win.
Right, so if you're on the other side and you know that Bergman's in negative territory and you're up 1-0, you feel real good about your chances.
Great about your chances.
Yeah, I think right now Georgia Tech is the team that's going to play with confidence, and you're going to have to get it back on the Louisville side. And Chaussey's got to be a big part of that. She's hitting 286. That's a reasonable number, but I'd like to get her a few more opportunities. In rhythm, not just those kind of clean it up. Here's throw it to the outside, do what you can.
All right, so Collier has gone to the challenge card. And a reminder of what the NCAA Volleyball Challenge rule is. Each team has 2 challenges. If you are successful on that challenge, you keep the challenge. If you're unsuccessful, you lose the challenge. If we get to a 5th set, each team is given an additional challenge. So successful challenge. We're saying even if I got that one right, I'm getting the tone here. Even if I got that one right, we know that's a good challenge. So I mean, with my eyesight and my record on whether they were in or out or touched or not. So successful challenge. Georgia Tech will keep both challenges. PK Kong with the kill. Elena Scott will head back to the line for the Cardinals.
So Kong's only had 2 attempts. I'd like to see her get the ball more, especially since she's in there for offense.
Blocked out of play. Point for Bergman and Georgia Tech.
I think Julia Bergman's going to play this game for a very long time. She's so efficient with her movement on the outside. She never looks stressed. It doesn't look like she's punishing her body, being super dynamic in order to be effective.
Well, our head coach, Michelle Collier, you talked about this earlier, raved about what she learned and how much better she got being in Team Brazil's gym. And to your point, not just being there as a supporting player, but playing a role, playing a lot. Here she is again with the rip. That's going to be off the post, and a point for Louisville.
Claire Chaussé's footwork is what separates her from other people and what allows her to be as effective as she is. That play was a perfect example of how quick she is and how efficient she is with her feet.
Chaussee, second team all-conference a year ago, and she has gone above her numbers from a year ago, well above those numbers so far. Another tough one for Bergman to handle. And there's Tillman at the net.
Not only the offense is big to have Lathrow back, but also the defense. Have her next to Tillman. I think any other time you would have just tried to hit over the setter. Instead, Lathrow's a presence. You try and go to that angle, and Tillman, solid. I love the way Louisville pushes through the net. Time and again, you see them penetrate the net effectively and take away space by pushing through onto the other side.
Tough one for Tillman to handle and give the point to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I like what Tillman tried to do there. She tried to push it up off the block and rebound it. She wasn't trying to kill it. She was trying to reset the point.
Otene to serve for Georgia Tech. Illinois State transfer in her first year with the Yellow Jackets. That one is just going to drift out. Bartlett let it go wisely, and it's a point for the Cards.
Get a little tip drill going.
We had to play the tip drill pregame because we're like right on top of the action and we're trying to talk, and they're warming up, and you still have your quickness. You still have your good hands from your playing days. You haven't lost that.
If someone's going to give that to me, I'll take it. Thank you.
CC Rush serves for Louisville. Well, there's Aaron Moss hammering it down. Give the point to Tech. Georgia Tech back in front here. Bergman back to serve. That drops back, and it'll be another serve for Bergman. I was curious when Michelle Collier told us this week that Julia is one day going to be one of the best players in the world. That was her quote. What'd you think about that statement?
I think that's reasonable to expect. I think she's in the running, certainly maybe a front runner for player of the year here. You're talking about a 6'5" outside hitter. That's unicorn status right there. If you can get in on the IPO, then do it.
Her stock's been high for those who have followed ACC volleyball for a while, but that next step, that next level is still there for her to take.
But what Michelle Collier talked about was the fact that she's doing the work. It's not just that she has some physical gifts or it's a good situation or whatever it is, or she's got some opportunities. She's doing the work to improve. And Louisville's passing needs to improve.
Much needed point for the Cards, who had fallen behind by 3. And Banu, if you're just joining us, Nena and Banu replacing Anna DeBeer. DeBeer out with a knee injury, suffered at Stanford a couple weeks ago. Danny Busboom-Kelly told us that Anna's still on track. It was a 4 to 6 week time frame when she was initially hurt. I think she's going to try to push back on the earlier side, but they're not going to push her off hands at a point for Berolino. There is DeBeer, such an intense player for this Louisville team. Always plays at a high level.
And it's good you point out the intensity. That is a missing part as well. You have to replace that somehow. I think Chaussee does a pretty good job with a lot of that.
At the net, blocked back. Kong and Banu teaming up at the net for the Cards.
Yeah, both coaches looking at setter, saying set the ball, don't dump. Setting a little questionable on the Georgia Tech side. Not the best match so far from Amico, pardon me.
Ace. Lothrow will head back. Serve it up again.
Their favorite target has been the libero.
10 aces now on the season for Raquel. And they go after the libero again. Oh, Bergman saved it. Point for the Cards. Tied at 8. Timeout is called by Georgia Tech. Louisville on a run, down a set here in the Ville. We mentioned before, baseball big in Louisville. We've got a big baseball showdown. Sunday night baseball, the Mets and the Braves. Braves looking for the sweep. They have gone up by a game in the NL East. See it tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 Pacific, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, ESPN Radio. Do want to let you know that the Yankees are taking on the Orioles today. Aaron Judge leading off the bottom half of the first inning. When he steps up to the plate, we will bring you the potentially historic at-bat as he tries to establish a new American League home run record. Currently tied with Roger Maris at 61 home runs. So in his bid for 62, when he steps to the plate, you'll be able to see that. Cards on a 3-0 run, make it a 4-0 run out of the timeout.
Third block on that right side for Iko Jones. And just pushing through, that's perfect, but it's all set up by the pass. Who passed that ball? Bergman, low to her right, unable to be in the offense.
This is the first lead for the Cards since 3-2 in the first set.
And another good touch off a similar serve.
Louisville's on a run, 5-0 run.
Lathrow made an outstanding set, and these guys are even more outstanding. I mean,
you can tell Louisville's on a scoring run as the swim team sheds the clothing rapidly. That's when they're on a scoring run. Yeah, when you get down to the Speedo early, it's a good set for Louisville.
There are trash bags full of clothes up there.
Well, you got to recycle it. You got to be at every home match.
Thrift stores getting big business here in Louisville.
A lot of momentum for the Cards right now, but then a miss hit, and that goes long. So that ends the run at 5 for Louisville. (10-9) Cards. They lost set 1, 25-22. Bella D'Amico back to serve. D'Amico. Otene for the kill. All right, so Aaron Judge trying to make some history. Zubin Mehenti is going to take you through it. Zubin.
Eric, thank you. Regular season.
Big moves. Best move you can make, Get in your good spot with your feet, align with the set and the ball and the approach to the hitter, and just push through. You cut angles down by pushing through the net.
Still got a long way to go here in the second set, but you saw no one's been able to top Georgia Tech in set 2 this season. Tech obviously hasn't been swept this year. They won't be swept here today. But they've always responded and bounced back in set 2, no matter what's happened in set 1. But it's Louisville that's responded with a 5-0 run here. It's their second 5-0 scoring run of this second set. Blocked out of play and a point for Georgia Tech.
Another thing, while we were gone, we had some serves to Chaussee, and Chaussee passed and then swung. That is her comfort zone. I like the matchup right now on that left side for her against Otene. If she receives, give it to her. Unless she's laying on the ground.
then you got to improvise. She got up on her feet pretty quickly. She wanted to be ready, but instead she's going to hand it off to Aiko.
Now this is the right choice from Lathrow here. Middle of the court, a little bit off the net, and good tempo to Jones. Yeah, the hot hand. I love the excitement too.
5 kills for Jones, hitting .417 now. There's Bergman in rhythm, but good defense by Scott. Chaussee will drop it in for another Louisville point.
Yeah, Scott again with a nice move. We've seen a number of them here. And then the roll shot, triple block, that's open. You either roll to the middle or you can cut it all the way across to position 4 if you have that triple block in front of you.
Chaussee last year had 18 kills against Georgia Tech in the regional final. Chaussee picks it off the net. Lathrow went back to Aiko Jones again, and that combination is clicking right now.
Grad transfer setter, Raquel Lathrow, right? She's feeling the match. That's something you have to do as a setter. You have to feel the match. You know your game plan coming in. You know what your hitters are typically capable of. But who's the hot hand and where are they? Right back with Jones, and that's where she's going.
Another dig by Scott. Another chance for Chaussee. Oh, and that worked out well for Georgia Tech. Pimentel gets the point.
Dig to kill. Put it on the board for number 8.
So Michelle Collier mixing things up a little bit here. Nicole Druick came on to serve for the setter, D'Amico.
All right, going double sub here. Into the front row comes number 18, Laura Fisher, as well. Trying to switch it up as you can feel the momentum. I mean, obviously the scoreboard 20-13, but the momentum was getting away long before this. You have to try something.
CC Rush serves for Louisville, up by 7. Hit out of play by Moss, and Louisville closing in on a set 2 win. A reminder, after set 2, we'll have the top 10 reveal, the first top 10 reveal from the NCAA Volleyball Committee. And we are getting closer and closer to that top 10 reveal as Louisville running away with it here in the second set.
It's Louisville now who's bringing the service pressure. They have 3 aces in this set and a number of near aces after logging 0 in the first. Add another.
All Cardinals here in the second. I think CC Rush is taking some encouragement, maybe some coaching from her teammates. Just feels like great defense for Louisville. This has been a great defensive team since Danny Busboom Kelly took over. Whether it's at the net, whether it's back row defense, they're staying in every point and they're winning points.
If you are a libero, you know how to teach liberos, right? Scott, she's made a huge difference in this second set, and I love the way she reads the game in general.
Set point for the Cards. That's off hands and out. Point for Georgia Tech. Bergman's 5th kill of the match, just her 2nd kill of this set.
Michelle Collier is happy that they still have that break between the second and third right now.
Another dig by Scott. Drop back and fittingly, Louisville wins it at the net. Second set was tied at 11.
6 blocks again in the second set, and then you added 4 aces for Louisville, a dominant performance.
After sweeping Wisconsin. Wisconsin, a notable omission. Georgia Tech came in ranked 11th in the ABCA poll. They are not in the top 10. Still some time for teams to move up. The next reveal will be October 30th.
All right, get on your keyboard, start typing. Who do you like? Who don't you like in this top 10? And will it matter in December?
Third set is underway. Bergman serving for Georgia Tech. Aiko Jones had an outstanding set 2, has had an outstanding match, but an attack error there, and the first point of the third set goes to the Yellow Jackets.
So if I'm Georgia Tech in this third set, it's kind of been the reversal of what we saw coming out of set 1. You were the team that was serving aggressively. You were the one applying the pressure. Louisville did it to you at the end of that set, so you have to get back to serving tough without errors, as we just saw there. And I think also you have to start running a better offense. They went to that switch at the end, but I have not been impressed with the offense thus far on the Georgia Tech side in terms of the setter and the choices as well as the placement with Isabel D'Amico.
D'Amico. We'll get there.
That's my bad.
No. That's why we're teammates. You will correct my many mistakes, and I'll jump in just so the D'Amico family is happy. Louisville, back-to-back points to make it 2-1.
Yeah, with D'Amico, I don't think it's indicative of her play in general. I just think that this match has started a little rough for her. I expect Georgia Tech to come back.
Here's Elena Scott. You heard what her head coach had to say about her play in that second set. Bergman, that's long. Point for the Cards. Scott in her sophomore season, second team all-conference as a freshman, stepped right into that libero spot. She was a setter, of course, before arriving here at Louisville, played at Mercy Academy here in Louisville. Now an overpass by Scott is costly, and a point for Morissette at the net.
This is a smart play by Breland Morissette. Another one of those grad players with so many reps underneath her. You don't have to always hit it hard. You have a player coming at you. Just look for the open floor.
Morissette, good serve. Picked off the net by Moss. Blocked back, Tillman.
Tillman gets the stuff here. And good job to close and get over. But the positioning by Jones is on point. Look, she's tucked in and she waits. She didn't go to her right at all. In fact, she could have been probably even a little more to her left, but she didn't overrun that set that was left way inside again to the point about the setting.
12 blocks for the Cards, 2 for Georgia Tech. And a kill. Otene, she's leading the way for Georgia Tech today. She's got 6 kills on 18 swings, hitting .278.
And normally that would be good news because you figure that Bergman would then also be hitting about 300.
No,
not
she's
the case.
not. Bergman still hitting negative, 5 kills, 8 errors on 24 swings. Lob throw got there. Bertolino, point Georgia Tech. Bertolino with 5 kills. Otene was honorable mention All-American last season for the Missouri Valley champs at Illinois State. She stepped into a key role here for Georgia Tech. And the block for Georgia Tech.
Bianca Bertolino, really good discipline there to stop and get over instead of chasing that slide all the way to the outside. I thought that was an interesting and good choice offensively. It didn't pay off.
Now Georgia Tech is on a run on top 6-4.
Well, they missed that one earlier, but they've hit some tough serves here. Otene, that was vicious. I don't know how many serves you've received on a women's net. It is awful. It is a terrible experience. You have to convert this one.
And they do. Erin Moss.
Moss so long on that backslide. And look at her footwork here. A little reset and right to that area in the right front. That again is connection setter, hitter, knowing where each other are innately without having to actually see one another.
5-0 run. There's Chaussee. She just seems like such a rhythm player. You can tell when she's in rhythm, and that was a moment where she was just up in the air and delivered.
Yeah, when you're saying rhythm, you're talking about inside of a play. Like sometimes rhythm gets talked about in overall game consequence. No, this is inside of each play. When she gets that set, she's on a full charge, almost unstoppable, and loves the angle. That is her favorite shot.
And she comes up with the ace. Up into the Speedo section.
Well done, gentlemen. Well done.
Set one went to Georgia Tech. 25-22, all Louisville in set two, 25-14. Tight here in set three, the best of 5. Tillman blocked back. There's another block by Bertolino.
And both of those plays on the Louisville side have been good connections in terms of the right set. I really like the pattern that they're running. The block is just doing a better job. That is just an outstanding position from Bertolino twice.
Tillman drops it in for another Louisville point. Maya Tillman now with 6 kills and 7 blocks for the Cards.
Too low and inside, a bad combination.
Something you picked up right from the very start of this match here today. Bergman just hasn't been in rhythm, and it's because of what she's receiving in your estimation, right?
Yeah, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Right, she could try and pound the thing into the angle. The Louisville block is there and has been multiple times, so she tries to pull it to the line. It's an almost impossible shot. That should be a double if you called the double earlier.
Try again. That's better. Bergman puts it away.
That's my big complaint with the double. You got to be consistent. Yeah, if you want to call the one earlier on the non-setter, then you have to call it on the setter too. And the officials have done this forever. They let the setter do whatever they want. The moment a middle goes to set, if it's anything but perfect, they're blowing some whistles.
This is our first time working together. I'm enjoying it, but I am making a list of your grievances. I think that one's going to move up to the top of the list. 9-9. I know it's hard to look at so many players in a certain point, but have you noticed anything? Lothero, there was a game time decision. We were in the building, 11 o'clock. They were making sure she was okay to play. She had an ankle injury this week, didn't play on Friday. She seems fine. No, have you noticed anything?
No, you and I saw her do the couple of warm-ups that ended up being the deciding factor. It was, okay, can you pull up, can you block, can you pull off the net and set a ball? She did that about 3 times. I looked at you and we just went, well, that decision just got made. No, she looks fine. She looks springy, bouncy. The only thing I'm concerned about when you have an ankle injury and you come right back is if you happen to catch your foot on the floor somewhere. When you catch your foot and your ankle's a little bit weak, then you tweak it again. But I see no deficit in her game. And they're happy she's in there.
She'll get the assist right there. The point for Louisville. Cards have tied it up again.
And Bona with a couple of kills on the right-hand side. She has played that right-hand side before. I think she's a little more comfortable on the right pin than the left pin today.
D'Amico sets it to Morissette. The middle gets the kill.
The more they can go to the middle, the better.
5 kills for Morissette, hitting a team best 400. Chaussee. Bertolino missed the mark. Point for the Cards.
My favorite point in a set. French fries on the board.
11-11 French fries.
Yeah, they'd be good right about now, wouldn't they?
Did you miss lunch? I missed lunch. Now you just reminded me I missed lunch.
2:15. Maybe we can get an order in. We're going to be here for a bit. Yeah, this volleyball is top shelf.
When Louisville played at Kentucky a couple weeks ago, it was a 3-hour and 10-minute 5-set marathon.
That's old school. You must have had some challenges too. I love the challenge system, but we got to speed it up a little bit. I think the longest match we used to have was 4 hours, and the shortest would be about 1:10. Rally has fixed some of that. There's still a pretty wide gap between, say, 1.5 hours and your 3-hour plus.
Oh, we're going to get the kind of delays you get at Kentucky sometimes to mop up the sweat off the floor, because you can see Elena Scott. Everyone working hard here on a warm day in Louisville. Warm day in this building. Sellout crowd.
You notice what's going on with Bergman right now? She is trying to cover the libero. How often do you see an outside hitter try and cover the libero in reception?
Well, there's a good look at it. Tail end of it. She jumped right in front of Pimentel.
Yeah, Pimentel, that's her ball.
Great dig by Bertolino. Gets up on her feet. Can she kill it? Tillman. Lothrow. Lothrow with the kill.
Tillman's made a lot of good choices in this match, showing her experience.
Yeah, that was Tillman, the assist to Lothrow.
But I like the cut. A couple times we've seen her tip or reset.
Once again, the crowd standing. Judge sitting at 61 home runs, looking for the record-setting 62. Foul back to the screen.
Haven't seen too many mistakes right there, but that's a hanging breaking ball. Didn't get it away. Aaron Judge right on it. Shows you how hard it is when you're trying to force something to happen as a hitter.
The 0-1. Grounded to third. It's a foul ball. And also sounds like a broken bat. So quickly 0-2 against Judge. Rizzo was going to toss him some pine tar, and Judge waved him off. He's going to take the new bat and take it right to the plate. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the second. A crowd in the Bronx holding its breath. One and 2 on Judge. And the 1-2. Fouled away.
Flash looking at the last week or so of at-bats. Those are two of the most hittable pitches he's had that he just fouled back.
That last slider, Paul, this one right here, that center cut, and just working maybe underneath a little bit and pulling off maybe just a little.
Bradis checks. Bases loaded. 1-2. Whoa, upstairs. Checks the swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Bradis was halfway off the mound of the dugout. Thought it was strike 3. Now he makes a swinging motion toward Dan Merzel. Surprised he didn't get tossed for that.
Yeah, that is surprising. This looked more of Aaron Judge's body. See, the hands didn't really do much. Anthony Rizzo there kind of mirroring and timing the pitcher behind Aaron Judge.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the second. Judge looking for number 62. Did he go? Yes, he did. This time he did. And Judge strikes out for the second time today. No runs, 2 hits.
All right, so Aaron Judge 0 for 2 in his continued pursuit of number 62 and what would be the new American League single-season home run record. You'll see his next at-bat on ESPN, Eric.
All right, Aaron Judge 0 for 2 in his bid to reach 62. Back here in Louisville, tight third set. Georgia Tech on top of the Cards, 15-14. Bertolino with 3 solo blocks to help Georgia Tech defensively. Claire Chaussee leading the way for Louisville with a team-high 9 kills, and then a service error will be the 4th of the match for the Cards. Here's Bertolino. She's been good for Georgia Tech. And there is the setter dumping it down. Latharo.
We haven't seen a ton of offense from Latharo, but she can definitely get involved.
Took the quick peek, it would seem, to see if she had a little room.
It's kind of one of those hero or zero plays, though. When it works out, everybody loves you. If it doesn't work out, you're getting the, what are you doing?
Now that was tough. Trying to float from that back line was Otene. It's going to be a point for the Cards. We're tied at 16.
Yeah, this is PK just hanging at the net. I like that. If you're a middle blocker and that's what you do, stay up there a bunch.
Tillman with the serve. Bergman. Set back for PK Kong.
Okay, this play works for a number of reasons, but it starts with Lauren Sandin. She pushes the ball a little bit to the middle of the court. Watch, she scoops it. It's a little bit to the middle. Latharo gets a run in, starts to drag the offense that way, starts to drag the defense with her, and then goes back overhead. That's almost like running play action in football.
Timeout called by Georgia Tech as Louisville has gone in front here in set 3.
Wrong number 4.
Sellout crowd again here in Louisville. 18th meeting all time between Georgia Tech, ranked 11th in the country, and the Cards, ranked 2nd in the country. The Cards have won 8 in a row in the series. And it's tight here in set 3, even at a set apiece. Amaya Tillman to serve out of the Georgia Tech timeout. Bergman. It's in. Danny Busboom Kelly will pull out the green challenge card, and they'll go to the monitor.
Yeah, the crowd had that card in their hand, actually. collectively they were handing in the green card for Danny Busboom Kelly.
I think Danny smiled a little bit, just saying the ruling on the court is that it was in from Bergman. Louisville is challenging.
We don't have a good view of it. I thought it was a little wide. You notice who's at the line again, though, in this little run here? The critical moment in a match. It's Amaya Tillman.
Amaya Tillman.
Again.
All right, let's see what they might see here. Here's Bergman on the left, and is it stay in or go out on the right? And you can see why.
The ball's out.
We had that similarly earlier. That seems to be out by considerable
That's
margin.
Twice. Yeah, same line, same result. Out, well out again. Now, another key to this has been the sub of Alexa Hendricks in there at DS, who I had the wrong for earlier. Sorry,
Okay.
Alexa.
Correctable error.
Yeah.
Don't say Alexa too loud, though. You'll hear things start talking back to you. 5-0 run for the Cards. Boy, they're really doing a good job on Bergman here, making it tougher at the net. You saw earlier, she's trying to find an open spot on the court in which to kill. Julia Bergman hit negative in this match.
When the ball's inside, you have to get inside and try and pull it line, try and get it higher. You have to try and contact the ball higher, but unfortunately when you're trying to set fast, lots of times that ball is too low. It's a critical way to run an offense. I would just toss it up a little higher, give her more of a high ball opportunity.
So Georgia Tech has pulled out the challenge card here. Was there contact with the net by Louisville during that point? For the moment, the Cards are on top by 4.
I didn't see a net in live action. I saw the ball hit the cable. And you can't be charged with a net if the ball hits the cable into you.
So they're making a pretty quick review here, even before we have a chance to look at it. And there was no contact with the net in the estimation of the officials. Yeah, that was the ball.
It's just another straight down stuff. 14 of them now for Louisville.
5 blocks for Georgia Tech. That one is going to float long. And a service error, so Georgia Tech with the point. Georgia Tech could really use a service run here. They'll take it any way they can get it. An ace for Pimentel. Came into this match with 10 aces, third on the team. Bergman, another point for Georgia Tech.
That might be the first time on a tempo set I've seen Bergman be able to reach and snap. She's in rhythm here. Watch how far she goes. Look at her footwork. Turn, run, come off, and then just one step. And that's one thing Bergman does not need a lot to get a ton of power on the ball. She doesn't need a huge approach. She doesn't need a lot of steps. That's just a close and snap on top of it.
That is her 8th kill of the match. She came in averaging 5.5 kills a set. Timeout called by Louisville. More volleyball action coming up later today in the ACC. ACC Network will have, as part of its Sunday best, Virginia and Duke at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Get to that at 4 Eastern. That's over on the ACC Network and also on the ESPN app. And a reminder coming up after we're done here today, it's Texas and Texas Tech down in Lubbock. Part of a very busy day in volleyball. Texas 10-0. They've been idle since last Saturday. Texas has kind of controlled that series with Texas Tech. They've won 42 in a row in this series. But they're on the road. Texas Tech, maybe they could pull the upset.
What's your definition of full control, then, if that's partial control?
I'm very conservative by nature when I, start talking about trends in history.
Texas has grasp and control of the relationship. Is that what they have?
Oh.
And looking back at what we talked about coming off the top of this match in terms of middle matchups, Kong and Tillman have some pretty good numbers, and right on point there, a connection to PK. Her 4th kill now on 8. She's performing quite well, hitting 500. Tillman, 7 kills, but 7 errors. But I think the 7 errors are a little misleading because she's been put in a lot of difficult situations. Raquel's gone to her in a lot of different spots, which I like, but it's maybe just over and hurting the numbers a little bit for Tillman. But overall, they put the ball into the middle now 24 times. That's pretty good for Louisville, especially considering the first set they could hardly get it there with the passing.
Tough one for Bergman, just to get it over. And then at the net, Kong was over the top, so the point to Georgia Tech.
Just a little over-aggressive. Just want to make a play.
We talk about
all the time.
4 kills, no errors, 6 blocks before that point. Feeling good about it. That's off the block. Bergman got hands on it, but Jones gets the point.
So if you had Aiko Jones winning the matchup with Julia Bergman coming into this match, go see the woman at the cage and collect your money. Because Aiko Jones is an all-star in this one thus far. 8 kills, 389, 6 blocks.
Just a subtle reminder that Aiko an all-conference selection in the ACC and her history as well. There's Aiko on the other side, but that's off the antenna, so a point for Georgia Tech.
I like the spot from Otene. They're not leaving but a ball's width to the outside, and that ball's a little bit outside the antenna.
Bergman with the serve. Chaussee got a lot out of that one. Louisville got a lot out of that point.
I mentioned footwork earlier, and Chaussee has it. Watch her close to this ball. She gets right underneath it. Big step to her right, underneath it, and that's a blocking mistake. There's a big hole there, but you can't take advantage of it if you don't get underneath the ball and attack it with some ferocity.
Bertolino, that's out. And it is set. Last year they went to Columbus. They're number 2 in the country. They're number 2 in the first top 10 revealed. They've got the pieces.
That is the base upon which the rest can be built and have success. Without the base, you're not going anywhere. But you're not going to win with just that initial part of the building.
Serving for the set. Chaussee tries to put it away. After dropping set 1, back-to-back set victories for the Cards.
Kind of back and forth through the first 2 sets. A competent and complete performance from Louisville in the third takes it. If they continue down this path the way that they're playing, they're going to be out in 4 with another W.
Number 2 team in the country on the air right now. The number 1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, set to go against Texas Tech, getting warmed up. We will head you down to the Lone Star State coming up at the top of the hour when we're done here. Number 1 Texas taking on Texas Tech. Number 2 Louisville taking on number 11 Georgia Tech. Swim team shed the clothes a long time ago because Louisville, after a slow start, went on a run in set 2. They won 25-14. They won set 3, 25-21. They hit 229, held Georgia Tech to an 0.61 percentage in that third set.
They've held them under 100 for this entire match. Blocking's been the story. 14 blocks already for Louisville.
Match is a season high, set twice. Once in the 4-set win on the road against Stanford. Also on the road against Western Kentucky in the 3-setter.
Now you were talking about big Sunday of volleyball. People are tuning in. I'm getting texts from volleyball coaches all over the country saying Louisville's legit.
I do care about their opinion. I want to know your opinion. What do you think now that you've seen 3 sets of Louisville volleyball from the front row?
Yeah, I have no argument with their number 2 spot. I have no problem with Texas and Louisville being 1 and 2. I could look back to last year, and I thought the national final, the championship match, was good for the sport. I thought it was great for the sport. It was exciting. It was thrilling. There were terrific plays. It was really good television. What people missed, if they only saw the final, was the semifinals. ACC versus Big Ten. I didn't think the ACC had much of a shot. I hadn't seen a lot of them in the previous year, but the Big Ten, they're so physical and powerful. The ACC, both Pitt and Louisville, were themselves. They played their own game. They played it to top level, and easily it could have been an all-ACC national championship with just a couple of little changes. I was really delighted to see a different style of volleyball have success against just bigger, bigger, bigger.
Attack error for Georgia Tech and Bergman, so another point for Louisville. They're on top 3-1 here in set 4. We have the first reveal from the NCAA Division I Volleyball Committee. There's an ace from Scott.
I'm going to switch my
Louisville and
MVP.
Pittsburgh both in the top 5 from the ACC. You were saying?
I'm going to switch my MVP. I love what Iko Jones is doing, but you got to give love to a libero who's making a difference in a match.
Elena Scott has now moved to the top of your list.
Yeah, I mean, she's now serving some aces. Her digs, she's 31. No, 18 in this one, but a whole bunch of other fantastic plays, ball handling. She's aggressive. Look at that, another perfect bump set. It results in a near kill.
Bergman saved it. Point continues. Now it's over. Chaussee hammers down another one. 13 kills now for Claire Chaussee.
I'm going to go Chaussee all day against the one-person block.
Has she moved to the top of your MVP list after that, or are you gonna? I have the
We're
feeling
not whipsawing like that.
I have a feeling you could still be swayed here.
Moment to moment. I mean, 13 kills, 333, an ace, 8 digs. Okay. It has to be one or the other.
Point for the Yellow Jackets, so that ends the 4-0 run for Louisville. Here's Bella D'Amico, junior out of Ohio. Set back for the kill. Otene.
And a little more height for D'Amico that time. Hit her in a better position. Otene carrying the offense a bit. 7 kills.
And there's a kill from the right side again. Iko Jones continues to pile up the numbers. 9 kills now to go along with 6 blocks for Jones. Bergman in serve receive. Dug that out and then got the kill for the point for Georgia Tech.
Tough play all around as that ball rode up on her. Not a good pass. That ball set well off the net. A fine set, by the way, for that position. But she got a good smack on it. That is what separates her too, is her contact point. You hear it every time.
Bertolino with a big rip. Jones off hands. Point Cardinals.
Iko Jones being that back row presence doesn't happen without the defense of Scott once again. I love the way Scott is reading the game. That's what really stood out for me even coming into this match, is that she's back there freelancing and reading and playing, not worrying about what is my responsibility in this play. She's looking at what's in front of her and reacting to that. Playing the game.
There's a point for Bertolino and Georgia Tech. That's something you talked to Danny Busbooth-Kelly when she was walking off the court after the second set. You know, the freedom that Elena Scott has, but you can just tell, even for a sophomore, she played so much last year as a freshman for a team that went to the national semifinal, that she's earned complete trust from her head coach to do what it takes. And there she is, diving in to save it. point. Defense turned into offense for Louisville. Scott in the middle of it again.
The biggest play of a rally is sometimes at the end, but many times it's in the middle. Look at Scott, just reading what's going on, making a reaction, what we just talked about. 19, MVP.
There is the final play from that point, the kill for Tillman, but then a service error for the Cards will give the point to Georgia Tech. Scott now with 21 digs. That is a new season high. Her career high 22 against Florida State last year. Back row attack. Bodies are down for Louisville. Now they're back into the play. Pimentel dug it out. Blocked back, and that's in. From being a game-time decision to doing a little bit of everything today, Lothero.
A little shake off the end, too. I like the attitude. I like the confidence. You wonder when you lose a setter who's been with you with such success on the team, what's going to come on your second opportunity to replace him with a team that still is, the core is still there, and Lothero has come right in and fit in like a perfect free agency piece.
We talked about it earlier. That was the big question, one of the big questions facing Louisville if they were going to compete for a national championship, replacing Tori Dilfer at setter, two-time setter of the year in the ACC. Lothero coming over from USC and making the transition look seamless. That's off hands and a point for Georgia Tech. So the Yellow Jackets trying to rally back.
Anytime you can go to that slide with Moss, I would do it. When she gets stretched out on a nice delivery, she's really contacting that ball at the top level of the block.
Quick set to Kong. Back row attack from Bertolino, and Georgia Tech building up some momentum. They've tied it at 9.
And Bella D'Amico has been making some better choices here in this set most recently, and it's one of the things that we talked about with Michelle Collier. Said, hey, the pressure of consistent decision-making is something you have to learn to deal with, and we've watched in this match, she's come back. Her coaches have given her a couple of looks like, why are we doing this? What is going on? The mental side of the game, she's tough. And the staff saying, hey, we're here to help. We're not here to get down on people, we're here to help, and I think it's been helping into this set.
Bertolino has helped Georgia Tech to a lead, up 10-9, but that service run comes to a close as that one sails out of play. Point for the Cards, we're tied at 10.
Bono almost got caught like a carnival duck right there. Just ducked out of the way.
Bartlett serves for Louisville. Well, Moss had to show some hang time to make some contact there. Worked out well for Georgia Tech. They go back in front. Pimentel back to serve for Georgia Tech. Chaussee, hammer time, Claire Chaussee.
Smart call by Lothero here. This ball is deliberately left inside. This is an X1. So you fake like you're going to the outside. That ball you know is going to be left, and you close hard to the inside, especially one-on-one. You can murder that thing into the angle, and Chaussee's favorite shot is that wrist away straight down.
14 kills to lead all players in this match. That one's going to be out of play. They just can't get Bergman.
And who is that
set
blocking? Iko Jones.
Already a new season high for team blocks for Louisville here today, topping their total against Stanford and against Western Kentucky. They're up to 16 blocks here this afternoon. First of 2 meetings this year between Georgia Tech and Louisville. They'll do it again November 11th in Atlanta. That one's going to be well long, so a service error for Louisville. That's their 7th. And we're tied at 12. Iko Jones again, 11 kills.
But this is the future for Louisville. They have Chaussee and Jones at this level. And then you're going to add back
Anna
DeBeer.
Yeah.
This is going to be, this is the number 2 team. Texas right now going to be doing a little scouting, thinking about the tournament, late in the tournament at some point.
Good job, Pimentel dug it out. Scott dug it out. Morissette got the point.
That's Morissette again, just making a smart choice with open floor. Don't hit it into somebody. Seen that a couple of times from number 11.
Bergman will head back to serve. D'Amico saved it. Tillman gets the point. Bergman couldn't handle it.
Frustration from Bergman on the tail end of this one. Felt like it may have been out. Tillman. That's one that you have to make a decision on a lot earlier. You can't play Olay defense with it.
Tillman with 9 kills today, 1 shy of her season high. Block again. Tillman at the net, and it has been a block party all day long for the 2nd-ranked team in the nation. Timeout, they're up by 2. You can help people affected by Hurricane Ian. Donate at redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond to and help people recover from this disaster. There's some concern around here because remnants of Ian reaching into eastern Kentucky, which was ravaged by flooding a couple of months ago. So if you can help out those affected in Florida and in the Carolinas, please do so. 4th set here in Louisville. Cardinals are clicking again. They're up by 3. If they win this set, this match is over. They dropped set 1, then took set 2 and 3. They're up by 3 here in set 4.
Another play from Elena Scott.
And there
that's going to be a question.
Lothrow at the net.
Was Scott behind the line is where my thoughts go immediately as she's handling this ball. Just. Lothrow with the shake. I like the celebration.
She's had the shimmy shake going. She knew ESPN match. I've got an ankle injury. I'm going to fight through it. And if I do anything good, you're going to see the shimmy shake. Point, much needed point for Georgia Tech. They had fallen behind by 4.
Yeah, Georgia Tech needs to make a move right now. They cannot let it continue to get away here. The home crowd, the momentum has all been carrying Louisville's way. Tech needs a couple of blocks.
Morissette's been good tonight. 8 kills, hitting .467. And Banu off hands. Point for Louisville.
And the bad news for them is that Banu got off to a slow start, and she's been picking it up as of late. They've kind of been picking and choosing when to use her. And then Mbanu, 9 kills. You're on the verge of having 4 players in double figures for Louisville. That's impressive.
Tillman and Mbanu with 9 each. Chaussee already in double figures with 14. Jones with 11. Tillman kept it alive. Defensive dig, but Louisville still in the point. Not any longer, though. Odene with the kill.
Yeah, I said when you get a middle that can serve, that's a bonus. How about play some defense? That's double bonus. If she set a ball for an assist, it would have been triple word score, but instead Otene with the kill.
And now service error for Otene, and give the point right back to Louisville. They're on top 19-15.
Yeah, they can't miss any more serves. I would be tempted to even go underhand. I mean, the most lollipop of serves, whatever, to put the ball in. You cannot miss here with Louisville 6 away.
Here is Lothero. Good serve. Overpass. Kong couldn't put it away, but Iko Jones does.
Tough to have your service reception be on balance if they're serving your libero and having success.
Timeout called by Georgia Tech, with Louisville on top by 5. Reminder, Sunday Night Baseball tonight, big one between the Mets and the Braves. Atlanta with a 1-game lead in the NL East. The Mets were up by 10.5 games on June 1st, but the Braves have come back. They've won 2 in a row in the series. They go for the sweep tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. I challenge the Sunday Night Baseball crew led by Carl Ravitch to come to work in a Speedo today down in Atlanta. Go for it, guys. So we are at the top of the hour. Texas, the #1 team in the country, set to take on Texas Tech. You can catch the start of that match on ESPN2, and everyone will join on ESPN when we're done here between the Cards and the Yellow Jackets. We came in talking about Julia Bergman. It has been a struggle for her today. 9 kills, 43 swings, 13 errors. Is it something that Louisville's done to take her away? You see that block total, 17 blocks. That's a really high number. What stood out to you about what has happened for Bergman here today? Because Louisville has done a great job.
The sets have not been in a good spot for the majority of this match, and the Louisville block's been in a bunch of the correct spots. I think it's a combination of those two factors that translate to the numbers you just talked about. Louisville's been doing a good job of stopping, not overrunning balls that are left inside, and there's been way too many balls left inside for Bergman.
Not many people have stopped Bergman this year. She's gone for 20 or more kills 6 times, doing it 3 times against top 25 teams.
But it can't be a one-woman show. I said you have to win with offense, right? But you can't win with one person. You have to have at least 2. That was the genius of last year. So the more of that can happen, the better for Georgia Tech.
Bertolino off hands, point for the Yellow Jackets.
Otene or Bertolino have to step up and be that balance to Bergman every single night.
Overpass, Bergman, her easiest point of the night. Here come the Yellow Jackets, now down by 3.
And who's still charging here? 19, just going after anything, making reads, making plays.
Bertolino, overpass, drop that in. So a couple of mistakes by Louisville, and that will result in a quick timeout call by the Cardinals. It's now 20-18.
I've been impressed with Erin Moss. That is another time she has just snapped over the top of a ball. That was a tough play. It faded over to her left shoulder, and she still managed to get on top of it. Lots of middles hit that ball long.
A reminder, if you're looking for #1 Texas against Texas Tech, we're starting over on ESPN2. We will join that match when we're done here between Georgia Tech and Louisville. So much talk is about offense and attack, and everybody loves the big plays, but you've loved the play by the libero for Louisville here today, Elena Scott.
Elena Scott, time and again, has made a read and then made a move, and they got quality contact. Look at that. It's one thing to actually make the read and dive. It's another thing to put it right on the center's head. She's been dropping dimes defensively time and again. Look at this, another settable ball that leaves one for Jones. And then sometimes she's just charging based on whatever is happening. She's just reacting and going, never quitting on a play, and that's paid off a couple of times for her side.
So 25 digs now for the sophomore from Louisville, a new career high for her. Louisville trying to regather themselves here after watching Georgia Tech score 3 straight points.
Yeah, Tech's got to find a way to get on a little bit of a roll here and get this set, obviously, but they have never really found the same rhythm they had in the very first set. They've never had clean transition plays. They haven't been scoring points in bunches. They haven't been able to reverse the momentum. If they can do it here at the end of this set, they'll set themselves up well for a fifth. He's going to have to start at the net. They're going to have to get some touches on the block.
Bertolino putting together good service run until that moment. Service error out of the timeout.
I take it back. It would have to start with serving in.
Yes, go back one step there.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
That's the 8th service error for Georgia Tech. Bartlett. Chaussee drops in another one. 15 kills for Claire Chaussee.
High seam. Just slotting into the comfort zone here for Chaussee. Into the last foot of the court. That's how you do it.
She has been a big game player for Louisville. There's Moss off hands and out of play, so a point for Georgia Tech will bring them back within 3. Chaussee has matched her season high with 15 kills, does it against the 11th ranked team in the country. Did 18 kills against Georgia Tech in the NCAA tournament last year, 18 against their arch rival Kentucky in this building last year.
Is Claire Chaussee the Javi Dodd of outside hitters in women's volleyball? The big game hunter?
Miscommunication by Georgia Tech, and Louisville 2 points away from taking the match.
That's a result of no setter being on the floor. They had the blocking sub in that time. No setter out there, and now we're going to have a challenge.
So was Louisville in the nets, I think, is what Georgia Tech is looking for here.
You might also be looking for just a time to talk to your team at 23-19.
Right. You have one timeout remaining, but this also doubles, as you say, as a timeout here for Georgia Tech, trying to slow things down.
Yeah, I think it makes you more apt to challenge something you think happened.
Yeah.
Is you can slow everything down here at 23-19. You're up against it.
Well, there's a lot of net movement. Let's see who caused it. Oh, is Iko Jones in the net on this follow-through?
Well, that ball was definitely in the net. The question is whether anybody else in the net would draw in their hands.
We've brought it all the way up. You can see what they're looking. I wonder if Jones caught the net on the follow-through. We're almost there.
That was a quick decision.
Yeah, it was. Call confirmed, so no contact with the net. Score holds at 23-19. You can see the net already flapping around a little bit. No one there for Louisville at that moment, and that's where the ball fell in, as Kevin mentioned, without a setter.
I don't know what we're looking at there because it's actually Georgia Tech blocking. They're not going to call themselves in the net.
Before that, yeah, but either way, 2 points away, make it 1 point away from a match win for Louisville. Sellout crowd here in Louisville comes to their feet. And fittingly, Scott will be on the service line to try to put the win away for Louisville. Georgia Tech not done yet. Morissette continues her strong play here today. That's her 9th kill. D'Amico pressures on to keep Georgia Tech alive. And that's on the other side of the antenna. Point Louisville, a win in 4 sets for the Cardinals.
Again, a statement victory in the ACC from Louisville, and they did it again with resilience. That's going to serve them well throughout the season. Resilience, the ability to come back from a first set in which Georgia Tech dictated the tempo from the service line. Louisville was completely out of sync. They flipped it in the second, took control from the service line, and definitely at the net. An outstanding 17-block performance for the Cards.
Their last loss in a conference game was against Pittsburgh in 2020. Make it 33 in a row in ACC play for Louisville. Raquel Lothrow, we didn't know if she was going to play. Big smile after a big win for